Friday from your boy Dano from the Cryptid Podcast. Hey, you guys, I just want to let you know thank you for all the support. You guys, my last video took off. It was pretty cool. It's always good to have another co host or host from a podcast, to hear their encounters. Sorry, to hear their encounters and to kind of bounce ideas off of each other. Hear some of their stories that they've encountered from some of the guests that they've had on. But yeah, so the thing is that there's a lot of stuff going on in this whole cryptid community, and you know, I'm not really going to get into it. I'm not going to allow myself to get drawn into it, but there's some drama going on amongst podcasters, and there's a bunch of he said, she said type stuff. But I just want to assure you guys that your boy here is not going to get involved in any of that stuff. Even if people try to pull me into it, it's not happening, because that's not my bag. That's not what I do. I want nothing to do with that type of stuff. So if someone brings something negative to my front door, then I'm just gonna handle it the way I need to handle it. You guys, the rest of this month is going to be crazy. Hey, what's up there, AI Nanny? So the rest of this month, you guys, it's awesome. I have so many interviews scheduled. I have to keep going back into the emails to make sure that I'm getting everything in order, because I just had a massive influx of emails. I'm going to try to get them all done. I've got the live stream tomorrow, so at 8:30, and I'll try to get that thumbnail out tonight, because I was kind of working on a couple of different things and trying to decide on what I wanted to talk about. And I've come up with the Kushtaka. Now, you guys have heard me say Kushtaka on pretty much every single live stream that we've done. Any interview that I've been a part of, I've brought it up, and because I'm so fascinated by it. And the reason why I'm so fascinated by it, it's because my dad had one. Let's see here. Hey, Dano, that shiz is high school stuff. Ignore the one. Exactly, dude. The haterade. Exactly. It's no hate on me, Atkins. I'm not getting any hate. I'm really not. It's just, and it's not anybody that's in my circle that I'm seeing. It's a couple of podcasters that are hating on other podcasters, and then it's certain Facebook groups that I belonged to that I bounced out of there, that I decided, like, hey, I'm not gonna mess with it. What's up, Jay Manson? Much love to you too, brother. Much love to everybody who's popping in. Thank you so much. But it's not the stuff that I want to get involved with. I am the part of me that I'm letting you guys see is I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty chill. I get hyped up, about certain things, but when it comes to like all of these, like you said, high school stuff, man, it's not even high school stuff. It's more like middle school stuff. I remember a story when my little girl came home. She was probably in like second grade, and she was all upset, when I picked her up, and she's like, Dad, and I go, what's up, baby? What's going on? Dad, my friend Jenny. And I go, yeah. I go, what's wrong? I'm so mad at her. I go, well, why are you mad at her, sweetheart? Because they said my shirt is dumb and ugly. And I go, what? I go, she said your shirt was dumb and ugly. Yes, and I love my shirt. And I go, well, then you know what? It doesn't matter what Jenny thinks. It doesn't, kiddo. It's okay. You like your shirt? You think it's pretty? Yes, it's pretty because it's got sparkles on it and you bought it for me. And I go, okay. Well, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. If you love your shirt's awesome. Ryan says, yo, Earth truly is flat in the context that when on Earth it feels flat compared to a globe. Okay. Um, hmm. Okay. Atkins, love your show. It's one of the best. Can't wait to watch and binge watch all your shows. You look like, uh, you look like you stormed the Capitol. Me? I look like I stormed the Capitol? No. So let me give you guys a little background on myself, okay? Number one, uh, I am a veteran of the United States military. I'm an Air Force security police veteran. My entire family, my brother, my mom, my dad, my stepdad, my grandfather, multiple of my cousins, all served this country. All right? No, I would never storm the Capitol. Even if they opened up the doors, I'd never storm the Capitol. I love this country. I will defend this country until my last breath. I took an oath in 1990, August of 1990. I took an oath, and that oath has no expiration date. I will defend this country against enemies, foreign and domestic, even though I am now a civilian. But I'm not your average civilian. I'm a veteran, and I love this country. Do I like what the leadership of this country does? Absolutely not. And that has nothing to do with parties. If you're doing dumb stuff, and it's reflecting bad on this country and those who serve this country and those who gave their lives for this country, I have no time for idiocy. I really, really don't. Okay, so you haven't stormed the. Okay, bro. Raul, you're gone, buddy. You're gone. Yeah. So you guys. No, see, no, that's no problem, man. Let's see. You look like nah. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. So here's the thing, man. I'm not a big fan of Michael Moore. So again, misjudgment, buddy. So we can trade, have a red fox, and I'm like, and sub, please. Can I have a raccoon? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we get some weird stuff. I need some of my mods in here real quick because you guys, there's some weird stuff going on here. But hey, that's okay. Everybody's welcome. But so as I was saying, thinking about having. Quick question: would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Okay, you're gone too, Bob. That's bullshit. I'm not having that on here, man. Seriously, not gonna have it, man. It's a Roblox game. Okay, I'm 53 years old. I don't know what Roblox is. Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate that. But we're going to be talking about the Kushtaka tomorrow night on the live stream, 8:30 Central Standard Time. So let me break the time zones down for you. 6:30 Pacific, 7:30 Mountain, 8:30 Central, and 9:30 Eastern. If it's 8:30 p.m. here, it's going to be 11:30 in Australia. So who do I vote for? I vote for who I think is going to best run the country. I don't see a lot of people just assume that I voted for Trump. You didn't. I didn't. There's one person that I voted for that was on the ballot here in Minnesota, and it definitely was not Harris and Waltz because I don't like those people, and it definitely was not Trump, but it was somebody else. That's all I'm gonna say. Tell me to vote for Kamala. No, didn't do it. Sometimes IMZ. Sometimes again, it depends on the candidate and what their views are that I think are going to better the country, but also benefit me and the things that I care about the most. So this is not guys. This is not a page, a channel that I'm talking politics about. So, Angel, what's up? So the guy who wants to be in. Okay, hello. How's it going? See, I'm seeing a lot of new people on here. You guys. We're talking about the Kushtaka tomorrow night. Some of the guests that I have lined up, I have prior military, Air Force Security Police that's had encounters while on active duty. I just did an interview with an individual who had a what they call the Blue Eyes out at Edwards Air Force Base, which is pretty cool. Um, uh, let's see. I had another one on who was stationed at Kirkland and had an encounter with the Manzano monster in New Mexico. So, Kurt, what's you? What's you? Tell me what's you. Hey, IMZ, no problem, man. No problem at all. Um, let's see, what else are we talking about? Might throw in a little bit of the Alaskan hairy man as well. So that's what we'll probably be talking about a little bit. Also, let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty much. I have a guest scheduled in a couple of weeks. She's in Australia, so hopefully we'll be flying. We'll be having a little bit of the maybe some Yowie encounters on there, which I'm super stoked about as well. Let's see here. I'm an Air Force drill sergeant, and I fly jets at air shows. Okay, yeah, you're talking stuff. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's have a interaction. Let's have interactions, and I'll answer your question. So, Michael, have I had an encounter with Dogman? No, I have not. Even though there have been 2 confirmed sightings of Dogman about 30-45 minutes away from my house. I'd like to find the video that this person showed, and I'd definitely like to kind of check out that area, but I can't remember where I saw that. Drill sergeant. So, see, it's funny. I love hearing people talk stuff. Man, they're not drill sergeants in the Air Force. So, you fly jets at air shows. Okay. I love that. Any more questions? Let's have some interaction. Come on, let's bounce some stuff off of each other. Again, you guys, if you've never been seen a live, sorry about that. If you guys have never seen a live from the Cryptid podcast, I am your host, Dano, and we talk all cryptids, Bigfoot, Dogman. Here's the thing. IMZ, a lot of people are afraid to say that word, skinwalker. I'm not. And yes, I believe skinwalkers are real. I honestly believe that they're real. I've had a few guests come on that have talked about them. I've even talked to an Ojibwe, a woman who's from the Ojibwe tribe in Wisconsin, and she won't even say the word. And she told me a couple of stories. So I absolutely 100% believe that skinwalkers are real. Joe Bart. Dude, Joe Bart, where have you been, man? I know you're busy, but you hardly ever send me messages anymore. Come on, man. What is going on? What is good? You messaged me, and then that was about it. Just to give you guys an update on my buddy Josh. So Josh is the host of Mysteries Unknown. He's the one that kind of got me into podcasting. He has now cleaned out the apartment, and what I mean by that, you guys, is his wife suffers from extreme mold toxicity, and once again, they had to uproot and move to another state to be closer to her doctor, because the new apartment that they moved into less than 3 months ago, they were assured, because the building was only 6 months old, that there was no water damage or anything like that. And they found black mold all over the subflooring. The contractor, whoever was supposed to clean it up, was pulling back tile and or whatever the flooring was, and found it all over the subflooring, up into the wall, creeping up into the wall, so they had to move. Let's see here. Yeah, they are a Navajo belief, but you think about it, there's all of these Native tribes, Native American tribes, they have a version of something. They all have different versions of Bigfoot and things like that. But up here in Minnesota, Wendigos are huge. That's another word she wouldn't say. She wouldn't say Wendigo. There have been reports of skinwalkers. So I tend to believe that wherever there is a native tribe, there has a tendency to be a skinwalker. Yes, they're real. I'm in West Virginia and have family. Have seen one going down a train tracks uh, with every dog in the air chasing it. Atkins, if you'd like to come on my show, let me know. My email address is thecryptidpodcast72@gmail.com. Bonjour. Okay, I don't speak French. That's about it. But welcome to the chat. Do you think people just manifest it? See, Michael, that's a really good question because I'm a firm believer that if you give power to something, it will manifest itself. Now, there are a lot of confirmed sightings of skinwalkers. Um, if I sit here and say skinwalker, 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 which again, a lot of people are probably cringing, um, do I think that are just automatically manifest? No, I don't. But if I'm out in an area where there's a possibility that one might have been seen, and I'm out there being stupid and I'm shouting that multiple times, it could catch the attention of something. I wish I spoke more French. Where are you from? Chat 4535. Where are you from? Because I was born in Belgium. Came over to the United States just before I turned 1. My dad was stationed over there. Um, and that's one language I wish I learned to speak. From Quebec. Okay. All right. Awesome. Welcome to the chat. Oh, yeah, sure, Canada. I'm here in Minnesota, you guys. I'm here in Minnesota. If I could magically transport myself to any state in the United States, it'd be Montana, Wyoming, probably East Tennessee. Um, I love those areas. So, any more questions? I'm here for you guys. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on things, any questions you may have. Again, if you have not joined the channel, please consider it. Check it out. Hit a subscribe. I've got quite a few. Well, I've got 81 total episodes, but I have 2 or 3 that are scheduled. So it'll be like episodes, I want to say 79, 80, and 81. I've got an episode dropping today. I have an episode dropping tomorrow. This is my schedule of when I drop new episodes for you guys. So every Wednesday and Friday I drop an episode. Once a month I drop a Saturday episode. Now members of the channel will get early access to that Saturday show. And to become a member, it's $2.99, and you get early access to the Saturday show. You get a chance to have your name put into a giveaway, a drawing for a giveaway. So that I actually have a giveaway going on right now. It's not this hat, it's a different hat, it's black. And you guys, for $2.99, you become a member, you get your name put into the drawing for that, and that will end on the 25th of this month. So I also believe in stuff skinwalkers are real 100%. See, I'm telling you right now, you guys, up in Canada, you have a lot of First Nations people, and they believe in that stuff too. So Stratus Plymouth, one listening from Greece. Awesome. I was in Araxis, Greece back in 92. Got a chance to visit Araxis, Greece. And then I also visited Crete, Turkey, kind of hung around a little bit around the Mediterranean area, just doing military stuff. So, do you ever Pennsylvania? I have been to Pennsylvania. I love Pennsylvania. Yes, they do scare me as well. These people up there creep you out up in Canada. Man, do I ever explore Pennsylvania? So I haven't really explored Pennsylvania per se. I've been to East Philly. That's pretty much about it. While I was stationed at Fort Dix, doing some training, a buddy of mine was from East Philadelphia, and his mom drove all the way into Fort Dix to pick us up, and we had a huge barbecue cookout. It was me, my buddy, and like 10 other people from our training class. And she came down in a van and picked us all up, and she took us to her house, and just we got a really good home cooked meal. It was fantastic. I was in the Air Force. I was in the United States Air Force from 1990 to 95. I did not fight in the first Gulf War. I am a Gulf War era veteran, because we did such a fantastic job. 128 days, I think it was total. So I wasn't out of training yet when it ended. Um, you could make a great blackjack impersonator for hire or something. I love that guy. Fan since you know what? I've never heard that before. I love Jack Black. He is so great. Um, Sometimes he like any celebrity, they kind of let their stardom think that they have the right to tell us people who go and watch their movies and buy their merch. You guys should do this and do this. I'm not down with that. So let's see what we got here for Atkins. Yes, can't wait to watch them. Love to hear your encounters. They're amazing. And couldn't imagine going through much. Much respect. Thank you for your service. Hey, not a problem, man. Again, it was a pleasure to serve, guys. And it's really hard for me when I have someone come up to me and say, hey, thanks for your service. Sometimes you just don't know what to say. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know. But honestly, guys, it was an honor to serve. Unfortunately, a knee injury took me out. I wanted to be a lifer. At first, I only wanted to do 4 years and, get out and say, I'm done. I did 4 years. I'm done. Get some skills. But like the third week of basic training, I was like, nope, this is what I want to do. Like, this is the only thing I want to do in life. Wasn't prepared for a torn ACL and MCL to take me out of the game and become a civilian. Do the natives believe in it as a supernatural phenomenon or something else? Bobby the Buddy, hey buddy, I'm glad you're new. You guys, Endo just scrolled by. Milwaukee was taken. Okay, I'm trying to get all you guys on here. So I believe I've heard stories again that they believe that it's black magic and the abuse of, like, I think it's like a shaman or a medicine man. They misuse the powers that they have, and then they become a skinwalker. Or I've also heard that it's a warrior that used black magic or something like that. I have to read more into it, but I've heard so many different things. Stay safe, you beautiful people. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. Bobby the Buddy, where are you from, man? Do you love God and Jesus? I absolutely love God and Jesus. My friends live in the States. He's in the military. His MOS is 0811 in the Army. I don't know what 0811 is. Do you believe in lizard people? And thank you for your service. Yes, I do believe in lizard people. We did kind of a brief story about the lizard man attack in South Carolina. Showed some damage to the car that was done on a previous live. Oh man, thanks for subbing, man. I appreciate it. Again, you guys, if you're coming in and this is your first time checking out the live, please consider subscribing. I've got a lot of content up for you for your viewing of pleasure and your listening pleasure, and not only on YouTube, but I'm also on Spotify as well. If you listen to podcasts throughout the day, and you can't, you're not supposed to watch YouTube or whatnot at your job, you can find me on Spotify. And how you find me on Spotify is all you do is you search the Cryptid Podcast, and I'll be there. Big Rick, let's see here. Great show the other night from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Your mustache, my boy. You know what, man? So, you guys, I try to get all this going and stuff. It just can't. You guys, this is a long time growth, like for real. My dad always teased me, said I had a summer beard. Some will grow here, some will grow there. And I'm like, okay, all right, I got you. I wish I had the the hair growth ability that my dad used to have, because he'd have a 5 o'clock shadow by 10 a.m. You know, so but I'm trying, man. No beard, no mustache, my boy. Okay, same here from Pittsburgh. Artillery. Okay, I live in Hong Kong and I was born there, and I love God because you know what, Bobby the Buddy, absolutely 100% true. I'm not afraid to express my faith. I was bathed in the blood of Jesus Christ. He died for my sins, and one day I will walk through the gates of heaven and 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 enjoy the eternal glory and love that's up there. Um, I I'm not afraid to answer questions about my religion. I'm not afraid to express my religion. I truly believe in God. Um, so, but I don't want to hammer it onto my channel, because a lot of people, I want to respect other people's feelings. So if they respect my views, I will respect their views. I'm not here to battle anybody because their opinion is different than mine, and I would expect the exact same thing in return. If my opinion is different from anybody else's, respect that, because again, it's an opinion. Everybody has an opinion, and I want to make sure that if your opinion is different from mine, even though I may not agree with it, I'm still going to respect you as a person. And that's a lot about what my channel is about. It's about respecting each other, loving each other, and knowing that we do have difference of opinion, but that shouldn't make us be combative towards each other, if that makes sense. Let's see here. I meant, do you believe that there are people that actually disguise as humans? Yes, I've heard a lot of stories like that, man. Like seriously, like for real. The confessionals of Tony Merkel. He has people on there that talk about that sometimes, and it's crazy, man. It's blind. It blows my mind. I believe about 99% of all cryptid encounters are made up or mistaken. It's the 1% that get me. You know what? Here's the thing, T-Rad. There's a lot of speculation out there. True to form. I can't vet everybody the way, an employer would vet a person, or someone like a TV reality show would vet somebody. I can't do that. I'm not about censorship. I'm 100% the Constitution, the amendments, First Amendment, Second Amendment, 15th Amendment, all of that. I want to have people come on, tell their story. I'm a pretty good judge of character. Like I said, I was a police officer in the Air Force. I was a correctional officer for the state of Tennessee. So I have an uncanny ability to read people. And if I think that there's some shenanigans going on, I'll wait till they're done talking, and then, we'll see where it goes after that. But there are some very, very, very good documented encounters out there. And again, I'm not trying to change your view. If you believe that 99% of them are made up and fabricated, that's what you believe. I'm not here to try to tell you that you're wrong. That's not up for me to do. I'm here to bring entertainment to everybody. I want people to come to my show and understand that it is a safe place for them to come and tell their story. It took me 33 years to openly talk about my encounter when I was 12, when I had my sighting. And then since then, through all of the interviews I've done, through all the things that I've watched, interviews I've listened to, stories that I've read, because the internet's an amazing thing and you can find tons and tons of documentation. I realized that I had 2 prior encounters when I was younger. And then I knew I had two encounters after my sighting in I was 12, so like 1984. So the algorithm here is healthy even without likes. My boy doesn't have to be so desperate for likes. What happened? No, absolutely, I understand that. And if someone pops on and they don't like my content, and they don't like it, then they don't like it. I'm not going to sit here and stress out about not getting likes. So why you worried about this mustache and beard as long as yeah, I try to cut this off sometimes. And my wife and my daughter hate it when I cut it off. Rombus Rebus, welcome. That's a new name. There was a guy online that said he had experienced a person. You know what? I heard that, but I can't remember where I heard it, so I got to look that up. Ever heard of Lore Lodge channel? I have not. I'll look that up. Yes, Bobby has been defeated 100%. I believe that. Oh, no, absolutely not. I believe same thing. Okay, so T-Red, that's a great question. So you guys, before I started this channel, I had a channel called The Paranormal Narrative where I talked ghosts, hauntings, things like that. I did bring UFOs on that as well. But due to a series of very disturbing and threatening emails that were constant from 2 or 3 people, that was literally multiple times a day, every single day. They wanted to talk about the occult, demons, the devil, human sacrifices, animal sacrifices, all this type of stuff, black magic, that I do not play with that stuff. I do not talk about that stuff. So I deleted my channel. I deleted that email address. And then I had to do a walkthrough of my house because I felt that some stuff was manifesting in my house. So I walked through and purified my house. Now, I don't mind listening to ghost stories. If someone's on my channel after an interview and they've had some paranormal encounters, I don't mind listening to them, but I'm just not going to air them because I believe if you put that out there, you're giving it power, and then it manifests, and I want nothing to do with that. Yes, I do bring UFOs on. I've had some UFO encounters on my show. I've had a gentleman who had an encounter with the Mantis people, some astral projection, remote viewing. I've had people on about that stuff. So yeah, stuff fascinates me. So let's see here. Okay, so yes, I do talk about UFOs. Ghosts, unfortunately, I don't. Now, sometimes ghost stories pop up on my live stream, but it's not what I look to do. Let's see. Do your thing, bro. My wife and son both hate. Yeah, I can't. My grandson looked at me one time like I was an alien or something. Like he had no idea who I was when I shaved. Any dogman encounters from North Dakota would be great. Hey, you know what? I'll definitely look into that for sure. I'm always looking for. I tried to start this sub-series called where I would bring encounters from all 50 states, but I put some posts out there and it got no traction. So I'm still looking at it. That was Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins. Okay, I guess I missed that. Yeah, I remember that one, but there was a guy that was in a grocery store and seen a guy's eyes change colors back. Okay, I definitely got to look for that stuff, guys. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Constantine, what's up, my dude? You're exactly right. Solar Man Tint, when am I exactly right? When are the live streams? Okay, so you guys, stand by. Here we go. Live stream times. Okay, so next Monday, I'm doing my second live interview with somebody. So it's going to be live, and it's with a woman who is recounting her mother's story and her mother's encounter with a dog man in Wisconsin. So that one's going to be at, I want to say 7:30. But my normal Saturday live streams always start, and I'm going to break it down by time zone. So they start at 6:30 Pacific time, 6:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 Central Time, and 9:30 Eastern Time. And I'm in Central Time Zone, so it's 8:30 Central Standard Time is when I start my Saturday night live streams. I've had a few. Constantine, send me an email. When we die, we go to heaven, or okay. No, I 100% believe that. But again, depending on the religion, And again, I don't want to make this show about religion. Um, some religions believe other things, but I believe that's where we go. Good morning, Tammy. Welcome to the show. Howie, what's up? Yes, I played with the. Oh, whew. Cool caps. Thank man, I appreciate that, JJ. Yeah, Michael, my brother played with a Ouija board. I was watching him do it, and I don't know what that thing is called. The thing that moves around. Um, Kid you not, I watched that thing shoot off of the Ouija board and hit the wall. And yeah, my brother just looked there and told me to pick it up. And I'm like, I'm not picking that thing up. He's like, dude, I can't stop using this Ouija board until I say goodbye. I need you to grab that and give it back to me. He goes, you got to put it on the board. So I put it on the board, and he did that thing, like pulled down to where it said, and he said goodbye. Because he said if you didn't do that, you left something open. So again, that's something I don't play with. Hey, thanks so much. And again, anybody who's new to the channel, if you could consider it, check out my other content, and subscribe, leave a like if it's something you enjoyed. Please consider subscribing. You know what, Howie? I have, but I don't know what that is. I got to look it up. I'm going to look it up. I promise you. Thank you, Constantine. Yeah, you'll send one and tell you about it. I want to know all of them, man. If you've had 10, I want to hear 10. So, you guys, my time is getting short here. I've got about another 10 minutes, maybe. A planchette. That's okay. That's what it's called. I got about maybe 10 more minutes, and then I got to go into work, you guys. I'm sitting in the parking lot at work. It's been a really stressful week for me, you guys, coming here every single day. I'm grateful for my job. I like my job. It's just, I don't like the drive coming in. It's crazy. Mornings, it's about a 45-minute commute. In the afternoons, it turns from a 45-minute commute to about an hour to an hour and a half. Yesterday was a 2-hour commute. So, yeah, if you got 3 or 4, I'd like to hear 3 or 4. Any more questions? Any more comments? Any more things you'd like me to check out? The Wampus Cat, I'm definitely going to check that out, because that's not the first time I've heard that. I don't. What is it? Is it like an animal? I mean, I hear people talk about, I've seen the Black Panther. I've seen Black Panthers too. I've seen him in the zoo. That doesn't excite me. Yeah, but in Florida, they're not supposed to have them. Okay, they're there. I know there's some states that they say they don't have cougars, and they have cougars. Pumas, mountain lions, whatever you want to call them. Wait a minute, Tammy Johnson. Are you saying you're a Leo? I've heard tells, and I think, the Rougarou might be like a Black Panther. We have wild ones, and he's really retired Leo. Nice. Now, LE, like civilian LE or military? Air Force Security Police. Are smoke wolves real? Corey, thank you for joining the chat. You're from North Carolina. Smoke wolves. I have never heard of smoke wolves. I have not. So I'll have to look those up. Kirsten, good morning. How are you? Sheriff's office, nice. Ray Stings, what's up, my dude? Good morning, brother. Not sure what exactly it is. Well, Constantine, I'm here to listen, brother. You know how to email me. If anybody has a story or an encounter, and Tammy, I definitely love to hear if you've had any encounters, you being retired sheriff's office, sheriff's deputy. Because I'll tell you right now, I have a buddy of mine who is retired sheriff in, where is he from? I think he said in North Dakota. And he tried to tell me he never saw anything while he was out, and I called him a liar. Never had one with anything. Ever seen a Bigfoot in real life? I'm on. Yes, I have. I saw one when I was 12 years old. And I believe I saw another one when I was in the Air Force, and I was at Fort Dix, New Jersey, and I was in the Pine Barrens during the training, and I saw something massive stand up on the left side of this road that we were patrolling down. Um, it wasn't super dark out. I mean, it was dark outside. It was like well after 10 o'clock at night, but there was a moon out, and it ducked back down. And then I saw it again after I took about 10, 15 steps forward, almost 20 steps. And then it stood up, jumped, hit one foot, hit the middle of the road, and then it sprung over to the other side that I was on and took off away from us. So, yes, I have. Let's see here. Oh, someone loves my beard. Thank you. I love my beard. Let's see. Wampus cats. Six legs? Are you serious? Okay, I gotta definitely look at Wampus. Yo, I drove through the Pine Barrens not too long ago, like 3 days ago. Yeah, it is. The Pine Barrens are spooky. My favorite show was Mountain Monsters. Some of those cryptids you guys talk about, from what I hear of. Yeah, I've watched Mountain Monsters before. I think they're demons, bro. You think Bigfoots are demons? You know, a lot of people think that. You would love to meet a Bigfoot. You know, I'd like to see another Bigfoot. Um, if it was the exact same encounter like I had when I was 12, I'd love to have a encounter again. But as I'm older now, it just depends. It depends on where I'm at. You got some that have very bad dispositions, and then you have other ones that are pretty chill and just want to be away from people, and they'll do their best to get away from people. So, but be careful what you wish for, because you might have a bad encounter, and you don't. I'm telling you, I've heard encounters from people that it has shook them to the core, and their lifestyle completely changed. So, okay, you guys, I got about 7 more minutes, and then I gotta jump out of here, and I gotta walk into my regular 9 to 5. So, don't want to meet a juvenile Bigfoot. There is, if you check out my channel, look at my video, look at the videos that I have posted, and there's one called Bigfoot in Berries. That's a really good episode you want to check out. It has something to do with a juvenile. The only thing I'd like to hear from you is that you're going to have a super awesome day. You know, I am going to have a super awesome day. I mean, I hear you guys. Here's the thing. I try not to allow anything outside of my control affect how my day goes. I refuse to give anyone or anything power over my happiness. I don't. I am not going to give anybody a second look if they're trying to bring negativity into my life. I like to think that I'm a positive person most of the time, and I just want to bring, happiness to people. But just like any person, you keep pushing that button, you keep pushing that button, you keep pushing that button, then someone's about to get pushed back. But first of all, I just want people to have fun, man, hang out, chill. That's it. So, just let you guys know, if you're still in the chat, I got 17 people still in the chat. New episode dropping today at 1 o'clock. New episode dropping tomorrow at 10 a.m. Live stream tomorrow at 8:30 Central Standard Time. You do the math. I'll do it for you real quick. 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30. Pacific, Mountain, Central, and Eastern. That's when that's going to be on tomorrow. We're going to talk about the Kushka, maybe bring in some Alaskan Hairy Man stories in there. I wish I could get Fred Roll back on. He's super busy. I know he's got some stuff going on with family, and I'm just giving him that space and respect for that. So I gave you power over placing my grocery order right now. Okay, you need taco seasoning, lasagna noodles, a pound of ground hamburger, 92% lean. You need ground turkey. You need lettuce, tomatoes, tortillas, hard taco shells, taco sauce, salsa, onions, and black peppers. Black olives. There you go. What about Sunday Live? It's happening. We're going to be talking about the Kushka, probably some Alaskan Harryman, and yeah, regular time, 8:30 Central Standard Time. You should interview Tim. You know what? I am going to the Bigfoot con Harryman whatever in McMinnville, and he's going to be there. So I'm going to try to talk to him. I'm going to be meeting up with Daryl Denton, going to dinner with him, and so hopefully he'll be able to introduce me to Tim. I definitely love to have him on. I've seen some interviews with him, and I am absolutely geeked. Hopefully I get to meet him and bring him on the show. So, all right, guys. I hate to do this to you. I can sit here all day long. Actually, no, I got 4 minutes. Time for a couple more questions. Couple more questions. No more questions. Okay. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything up here? Let's see here. Let's see. I've never seen one of heard of strange screams out of my grandparents' house in the back, Outer Banks. In whoa, no kidding, Howie. Email me. I'd like just to kind of hear your story, man. Just yeah, it's my email address is the cryptidpodcast72@gmail.com. Let's see here. Well, thanks for all the great research and dedications to getting this information out there. Hey, it's my pleasure, Constantine. When are you going to Michigan and or Wisconsin? See, I was supposed to go this weekend. Me, Maggie Johnson, my co-host, her husband, and my daughter. We were supposed to go out to Elkhorn this weekend. We were going to leave early today, or later on today, I should say. But plans fell through. No big deal. Michigan, I'm probably going to be out in Michigan probably in November. My granddaughter's birthday is in November, so we'll probably head on out there. So that's what I'm thinking. Wisconsin, I can go Wisconsin anytime I want to. It's literally like 10 minutes from, well, probably 25 minutes that I go into Hudson, Wisconsin, and then, River Falls, keep going. I can hit these other places. So, because I know Elkhorn is like 5 hours from me. So, all right, guys, that's my time. Hey, I just want to say thank you so much for popping on this live and helping me. You guys are giving me positive vibe and positive energy to go into work and sit inside an office where I can't look out the window and breathe recycled air, So, you guys, I truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys. I love hearing it. Have a wicked awesome day. I have a very, very dear friend of mine. She's my sister from another mister. I was stationed with her in tech school and in Germany. Her name's Jessica, and she would always say, hey, man, I hope you have a wicked awesome day, because she's from Boston. So, yeah, we would like to go, but unfortunately, my daughter's mom, my ex-wife, had open heart surgery on Wednesday. And so my daughter's not going. That's another reason why we're not going. And I just want to be local in case my daughter needs me for something. So, no, I am not a Vikings fan. I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan because that's where I'm from. That's where I primarily grew up, was in Seattle. So, I'm a Seattle fan through and through. I'm a Seattle Mariners fan. I'm a Seattle Supersonics fan. We should have never, ever, ever let that team go. I'm a diehard Seattle Mariners fan. The only team in baseball that has never been to a World Series. Never been to a World Series. Sounders, anything Seattle, I love. So, but, all right, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for spending time. All the new people, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, if you're still in the chat, you can still hear my voice. If you guys have not checked out my other content, please do. And if you like it, consider subscribing. With that being said, you guys have a great day. As my buddy Josh, who's traveling back to where he's living from Arkansas to, I'm not going to let you know where he's at. That's not my story to tell. He always says, stay prayed up. And as I always like to say, you guys remember, a legend always begins with a sighting. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.